day. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, this is the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. We see Carolina's offense getting set for their first possession here. And at quarterback, his second season with the Panthers, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
First play and a first pass coming for Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 46 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. Shifts back, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
A seasoned veteran, we're seeing more chapters being added in Stafford's decorated career. Secured a Super Bowl ring, remains a respected leader, and his stats, they're better than ever. Now we just continue to watch him climb the ranks of the NFL's all-time passing leaders.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Stafford. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. You got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll run on first down with Akers. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 29, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on.
But they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. He finds Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run for it with Akers. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he is going to go down, back at the 11-yard line. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Here's Roberts to bring him out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 71 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Darnold to the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Darnold to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. And McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, Stafford here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. A give up the middle to Akers. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. For him to rip off a run like that on 3rd and 10, CD, I guess the defense, they were thinking pass.
Yeah, they definitely were. And when you look at the offensive coordinator, you think, is that courage in play calling? Or is that just absolutely, I have nothing else on my play sheet, let's give this a try? In any event, it worked quite well.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left, didn't get, it's no good, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
The run only got a yard. Here's second. Going right back to Akers. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw is Stafford. And it's caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. On the give, this is Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And you know it pains them to be this close, and you know they're going to want to go for it here, but they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a 1-score game. It's only logical.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. And Gay knocks this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. A good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here. Just shy of the 30. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Darnold from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Terrace Marshall, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now.
DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, He positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here.
At their own 28-yard line. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. Looking sideline, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Darnold on 3rd down.
And Marshall's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd and 4. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This for the lead in the final stages. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now Stafford. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Out called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. So Darnold and the Panthers now down 21-14, under a minute 20 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Now Darnold. Pass complete, Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Darnold. Dancing to his left. Stall out, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.